Remember to turn on all notifications so you don't miss a video. I can't remember how I found it, but I saw an image that showed how high all of Attack on Titan's episode scores were on IMDb. Immediately, I thought how irrelevant that was because using sites like those for quality is already a mistake, as I pointed out in my video on rankings. But even on a personal level, taking your score for each episode and getting the average is a poor way to grade a show. Then that got me thinking on how simply ranking a story out of 10 is also flawed. This is something I talked about in my rating of Bleach. Let me start by showing you the problem with trying to bring in math like this to a grading system. For the episode example, most people would calculate the average of the episode score. If we have a 10 episode show and a 20 episode show and both have a quality of 100% for all episodes, calculated the score would be 100 times 10 divided by 10 for the first and 100 times 20 divided by 20 for the second. As you can see, both shows end up with a score of 100, but that eliminates the factor of sustained greatness. Something that is great for longer is better than something that is just as great for shorter. I'm sure most people would agree that a 20 episode show that has a quality of 100% is better than a 10 episode show that has a quality of 100% because of sustained greatness. With that in mind, I'll provide a stronger argument for sustained greatness. Story A has 1 season. Story B has 10. All the seasons are the same length. Story A's 1 season has a score of 100%, while each of Story B's seasons have a score of 99%. Without sustained greatness, the math would be 1 times 100 divided by 1, which is equal to 100 for A. Then 10 times 99 divided by 10, which is equal to 99 for B. That's right, 1 perfect season would trump 10 nearly perfect seasons. I don't agree with that, and I don't think you should either. But with sustained greatness applied, the division in the equation is removed. Story A would be 1 times 100, which is 100, while B would be 10 times 99, which is 990. Another formula would be 1 times 1 equals 1, and 10 times 0.99 equals 9.9. The scale between the two is still the same. B is 9.9 times better than A. If that's the case, then manga like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and Fairy Tail would objectively be some of the best manga of all time, surpassing critically acclaimed ones like Death Note, Attack on Titan, and Full Metal Alchemist. Now I'll use a real example. Dragon Ball versus Cowboy Bebop. For the sake of argument, let's say that in Bebop's 26 episodes, the overall quality is 100%, while Dragon Ball's overall quality is 50%. DB has 519 chapters. Since DB has filler, I'll divide the chapter count by 2 to convert it to a proper anime pace, which is 260 episodes. Dragon Ball has exactly 10 times the amount of quantity, but half the quality. If I mathematically calculate their scores for comparison and include sustained excellence, Bebop would score a 26, while DB would score a 130. That would mean DB is 5 times as good as Bebop. In order for the two to be equal, DB would need to have an overall quality of 10%. In conclusion, using numbers and statistics to determine the quality of a story is a stupid strategy. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.